Hey, what's up, JK Party people? We are back, and today we are playing Why You Always Lying. Why You Always Lying. Alright, but it's...
Oh my god, we didn't fire Josh.
I still work here. Yeah.
But we're playing True or False Story. And the way you play this is there's two teams. Team A, Team B, okay? And we're all given a card that looks like this. On this card there is a noun and there is something that says true or false. Now, we get this noun and we have to create a story, but we have to make it either true or false. So Josh might have root beer false, so then he has to create a whole story around how root beer changed his life and now he wants to become president in 20-something. But that's his false story. So now it's up to Team A, I think I called him Team A. Now it's up to Team A to call him out whether it's true or false. So the point of the game is if you get it false, you have to make it sound true. But if you get truth, then you have to make it sound false. Let's play! Alright, so what is your team name? Because I just called you Team A.
We're the True Liars.
So you're saying we should call you out on everything?
We're the mother true liar, don't believe me.
Alright, who are we? Who are we?
We're the napkin under the table to make it even and not tip over!
Oh!
Napkin
the
under
napkin
the table.
Under the table, make it even and not tip over!
We're the napkin under the table to make it even and not tip over!
Yep.
Napkin.
Got it right.
Alright.
When you fold a napkin and then when the table's wobbly at the restaurant, you put it under and then it doesn't wobble that much anymore.
That's
So,
pretty polite.
That's
Where are the nuts? Get napkin under the table.
You called this nut! That was pretty good.
Yeah.
The nuts.
Nuts.
I feel pretty proud about myself.
good job with the
Josh, that's next level thinking.
Alright, so now we gotta decide who goes first, you little fucking true liars. Rock, paper, scissors, that shit. It's like you already knew what I was gonna say.
We do this all the time, so I know what we do.
No, we read your mind, Gio.
Paper, rock, scissors. Scissor, rock, papers.
Josie paper.
Johnny, Cab, Paul, I did paper. Fuck you, Josh. Damn it, Josh, you made me die.
Alright, so we tell our story first.
All right.
Take it away.
Oh, I go first?
Oh,
Yes.
you want him to go first?
No, I thought one of you guys go first.
No.
I just did this.
Alright, then you have him go first. It doesn't seem like you want to go first.
Make him go first.
Make them
My
you
turn?
want.
All right,
Yes.
go.
You have to stand in your little seaty
Yeah.
area.
Oh.
Count it down, alright?
Why, you weren't ready?
have 1
You guys
minute.
weren't ready?
I'm ready. I'm always
Then why don't
ready.
you go first?
I'm gonna let
Let's
him go
earn a
first.
point. Let's earn a point.
No.
You go first then.
We can't earn her point because he's gonna go.
All right, fine.
Alright, you have a minute to give us your story, you little liar. Take it away, Joe.
Fuck, it doesn't work.
Is that part
All
of
right.
the story?
Do that, yeah.
Yeah. He's just buying time.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so as you guys know, I have a green thumb.
You do?
Yeah.
He likes planting.
Yep, you guys know that. I do like planting.
He has plants in his office.
I do. Real ones. I
Real.
refuse to get
You only have a
Fake
minute,
ones.
alright? You're taking too
yeah.
long.
So, speaking of that, I decided to start growing sugarcane. So I bought a sugarcane pod, and then I'm growing it.
You have 20 more seconds.
And then I'm gonna grow that, and I'm gonna juice it so I could have fresh sugar cane, and then I might make a sugar cane juice business.
Okay. Huh, that didn't sound fake at all.
Oh, really?
Alright, so now we have 2 minutes to interrogate you guys.
Yeah, interrogate them.
When did you,
I know.
when did you
Sorry.
buy the sugar cane?
I bought it 2 weeks ago.
Where is your sugar cane right now?
It is in my kitchen.
What soil did you buy for the sugar cane?
I didn't buy any soil.
No,
Look,
there's a specific soil that you're supposed to use for sugar.
Let him answer first, then you do.
oh well, I don't know because I just got dirt from my backyard. And I had an extra pot, so I put the dirt in my pot.
So why is it in your kitchen?
Because I don't want the dogs to bite it.
How are you storing the sugar cane right now before you actually plant it so it doesn't die?
Oh, I planted it.
In the backyard?
Wait.
No, in his kitchen, he said.
no,
How do you
it's-
plant it in your kitchen?
No, I put it in a pot.
What?
Yeah.
I thought sugarcane needs a lot of sunlight.
It probably does. Fuck. I don't know.
Wait, so you got this plant, and you had all these plans for this plant, but you didn't know how it needed to grow, so you just left it in your kitchen?
Yeah.
Indoors.
Yeah.
Do you do that with most of your
I
plants?
probably should put it in my backyard. What?
So do you do that with most of your plants?
Yeah, all my house plants are in my house.
I thought you can't grow sugarcane out here.
I didn't know that.
Where did you get it from?
Amazon?
You could get live plants. I know you can get seeds, but I didn't know you could get live plants from
Apparently you can now.
How much was it?
$20? 23 or something like that.
No
I don't know.
tax?
Huh?
No tax?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's 20 something dollars.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't have any questions for him?
No, I'm just studying him.
He's so good. I don't know. Because everything you're saying just sounds crazy.
He also does crazy stuff, that's why.
I know. What color's the fuck? Okay, so now we have 2 minutes to discuss if we think it's true or false.
Hiya! 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 Tell me the detail.
So, I can't read Joe. He's
I think it's false just because he isn't sure about a lot of the answers and
Yeah.
he's giving very vague answers. But it could also be like just him kind of generalizing things just to make it seem like it's a lie. But also like although Joe is crazy when he does buy crazy stuff, but when he does buy things, he does research and he doesn't set himself up for failure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one thing he doesn't do. Like so he'll do his research and whatever he's gonna get into, like he's not gonna buy iron and store it in a humid room and then his swords get rusted. That's not something he's gonna do. Which is also why I think he's not gonna buy sugarcane and put it inside and have it die.
Right. Because he was the one. I learned that you can actually give plants too much water from Joe. So for him to not know that, like, you know, it needs, like, sugarcane needs a lot of sunlight and whatever, for him to not know a bunch of stuff and then say it is planted, but then it wasn't. He's like, I did plant it, but I'm like, in your kitchen? He's like, oh shit, I didn't say that.
When did he say he bought the sugarcane?
2 weeks ago?
Wasn't he on vacation?
He was.
So, I mean,
True.
I think I don't know.
False.
I don't know, cause it's him. Like he could be like fucking with us too.
And he also said he grabbed soil from the backyard. I'm pretty sure you don't plant sugarcane in soil from the backyard.
From the
That's
back.
true.
Especially California soil, which feels like sand.
Should we go with false? And it's a bunch of but then they shit and piss in that thing.
Yeah, but if it
Could
was
be fertilized?
no, because if it's like Miracle Grow, I could kind of see. But I don't even know if it grows in Miracle Grow. Like I know bamboo, which I've had before. You have to put rocks, and then you put it in there, and you just pour water directly into it.
All right, what do you think? False? True?
I think that's false.
I think it's false.
I think it's false. That's our fault.
All right, we're voting false.
It's true.
What?
putting it inside?
What's it?
Well, it's inside because
So
What?
all the details
What?
are true. There's soil on the
the
backyard.
reason why I don't want to put it outside yet is because I don't want the dogs to get to it before another shoot sprouts out of it. I'm just waiting. It doesn't really
You
need that
asshole.
much sunlight until the whatever. But the main reason is because I would have it outside, but the dogs would probably get to it.
So you do put soil in their backyard and you plant it in the pot.
Yeah, I had an extra pot that was just sitting out there, so I just threw it in there.
From the
Damn
soil in the
you.
outside?
God
Oh,
damn
it's
it.
like mixed potting soil.
I didn't. I'm just trying to catch him in something.
Because I'm like, what? I had sugarcane growing in my backyard.
Yeah, no, I'm just interrogating to see what he's gonna say.
Because all the details need to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I didn't really think it through because it was just like I was on Amazon and I was like, oh shit, let me just try this real quick. And then I got it and it was sitting in my closet for like 2 days because it was just wrapped up. And then,
Worst.
And then Can, you know how Can has a crazier green thumb than me? And I was doing it and he's like, wait, we need to research. And I'm like, oh yeah, not all plants are the same, I forgot. Because some plants are just easy, you could just, from a sprout, you could just put it in and it's ready to go. So then he checked online, he goes, oh yeah, it's the same thing. It grows like a weed, it's pretty easy. So
Oh shit.
grows like
Damn you!
crazy weed, not like weed like the weed that you smoke, like, you know, but it grows like a easy plant. So
You're the
Wow.
worst. He played us. You're
And you
the
know what?
liar.
I'm gonna have some fresh sugarcane juice. You guys can come over and have some.
It's liquor.
Now I feel like an ass for calling your ass out. When you
No, it's just hard to tell because my stories are bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre?
Yeah, bizarre.
Yeah. Bizarre.
Funny story though, Jess got no, she didn't get mad at me. We got into a fight over sugarcane.
Why?
Cause I said, check this out. I'm gonna get a motherfucking sugarcane juicer, and she's all like, that shit's $300. Are you gonna buy that so you can make sugarcane juice? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. That's my dream, man. Don't fuck with my dream.
You got mad at that?
Yeah, because I just felt like she was knocking my dream down. Cause it was kind of like, be sensible. I'm like, sensible? Who the fuck are you talking about? Like, sensible is wrong. I'm not sensible. And then I was like, that's my dream. I'm gonna make sugarcane juice. So I was like so determined. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grow some fucking sugarcane in the backyard. And she goes, but what about the landlord? He's gonna fine you because it's like bamboos. And I was like, psh, stop blocking me. All right. And I was like, that shit, I could cut that shit out whenever I want to. And then I'm gonna, and I had this imagination of growing a bunch of sugar cane and I'm fucking grinding that shit and I could drink a fresh cup of sugar
Are
cane.
you wearing overalls and no shoes?
Oh, no, I didn't even think that far. I was just like, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. And then it's funny because I'm here with the crazy ideas thinking I'm right and she's the one
Like the rest
thinking
of the
like the normal person
Yeah.
and I'm mad at her.
Well, I think you're right too, though.
See?
Some people just don't have imagination.
Exactly.
You have to be crazy to make your dreams come true, kids.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, well played, Joe. You fucked us over.
Yeah.
All right,
1
now
point
it's
for us.
Yay! Good job, Joe.
I am a true
I
liar.
didn't even care.
My story was true, and it was about plants.
Oh damn. You jerk. You jerk who played us. Good job.
Why the fuck do you guys write it so little?
Ask Michael. And he has a big fat marker too, but he still wrote it all small.
There's so much space on that piece of card.
Damn it,
Oh,
Michael.
well, it's actually better because then everyone else can't see it.
That's,
That's
true.
true.
I think that's
But
what
what
he
if I
meant
go
to do.
like this,
It's gone.
and I don't know what the hell?
Okay.
My secret word was plants.
All right, you go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Beep. So, when I was a kid, I used to walk my dog, Tyson. Some of you guys might have known, bless you, around the block. And I live with my dad, and I used to walk him all the way up and down the streets and stuff. One time, when I was walking him, the leash broke loose, and he started booking it down the street, busy cars all over the place, and I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? He's gonna get hit by a car. Please don't cross the street. And he didn't. So he stayed on the side of the street on Garvey on the north side. I'm like, thank goodness. But then he ran into a business, and at this time, I wasn't too sure if he was aggressive or not, but I know people get really scared when they see a big ass, like dark dog that's kind of like stocky running all over the place. And he ran into a McDonald's, so I chased him through.
Time.
Oh,
That's it.
How come my story felt so long?
I don't know.
I don't
That's a
know,
good
yours still
question.
pretty long.
You didn't give that many details, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
because we
it.
didn't even get to the point of the story.
I know.
Yeah, I got to finish my story. My shit was long as hell.
All right, you guys have 2 minutes to interrogate.
Did you get to use your word? All right, finish the story.
I know, we have like nothing.
Did Tyson go inside McDonald's?
yeah.
And he did say it was off of Garvey, and there is a McDonald's off of Garvey.
I know where he's talking about because I used to live at that house.
How old were you?
I was, I think like 16 or 17. I forgot if it was junior or senior year. But it was during when I used to wrestle. So I used to run with him to make weight, and he would run with me all the time.
Here's the thing. I know for a fact that Tyson got loose
Yeah.
and something happened where he was leashless and Bart got in trouble. And he didn't even know that he was in trouble because they sent, like, he had a warrant on him and then he got arrested.
Because of Tyson?
Because Tyson, they never paid the fine. But I don't know if Tyson really ran into McDonald's
We should ask
or
him
anything
the
else.
question.
He said yeah.
What color was
yeah.
the leash?
Red.
Red?
He's always had a red leash. Because it looks good on him, that's what I was getting. Matches his eyes. And now Meatloaf has a red leash.
Yeah. So cute.
So where did Tyson go after McDonald's?
He ran through the McDonald's and then he ran through the kids' play section. He made a U-turn and ran out the other way towards the liquor store.
And how did you catch him?
I just kept running and running and running, and then he started running back home because he actually knows his way back home through the gas station.
Wait, so first he went through McDonald's, like through the entire restaurant and went to the back of the place?
Well, he ran inside, and then there's people around, so he kind of freaked out a little bit too. And then he's smelling food, so I think all the senses got to him, so he just started like scrambling, and he went back the other way because the workers started trying to chase him. And then so he ran down Garvey, and then there's a liquor store, and he ran through the gas station and ran back because that is my usual route when I run up.
Is this how you got a warrant?
No, that was another story.
Not a bitch.
Damn it.
Time.
I feel like we have enough.
All right, so you guys have 2 minutes to discuss amongst yourselves to see if it's true or false before giving your answer.
Fuck. Well, I know Tyson used to get like loose a lot and run around, but I never heard this story ever.
About him going to McDonald's?
Well, I know that he got loose and got in trouble, but that was like he ran out there and then. But I never heard this story.
Damn it.
I don't know. Bart seems pretty convincing.
And then the fact that he didn't get to finish his story, I'm like, oh.
That's true.
Then
Game
we
of
could
Thrones style.
Story.
Yeah, well, that's why during the questions we got him to finish it though.
Yeah.
I think
I feel
it's
like there was
false.
more. There was
I think
more.
it's false.
False?
False because you never heard of this story before?
Yeah, I think I would have heard this story before.
I don't know, the way he was delivering it though, he was kind of trying to deliver it kind of like, oh, like, let me piece it together as I'm saying it, kind of the way you were delivering it. So I feel like he was doing that on purpose because he was telling a true story.
But then that's what normal people would do. They would try to make it sound fake if they're supposed to try to do a true story. They'll do the opposite.
So then,
But if it's a fake story, you want to make it sound fake.
That's true. Or what if he's actually telling a true story and just telling it
Fake?
in a true way? No.
Oh, in a true way.
Just to throw us off because we're gonna think that's fake.
really? I don't know. I think there's not enough evidencia, huh?
damn it. So you want to say it's false?
I do just because I never heard this story.
I'll go with you because you know Bart longer than I have.
That's it. I'm just saying false because I never heard this story.
Go with false then.
So that's your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
False.
we don't have that much.
There's not enough
more.
evidencia.
Yeah. There's not enough.
Because I know that Tyson used to always get loose, but then if something as funny as this, I think I would have heard him going into the playpen and into McDonald's and stuff like that.
All right, so I think you picked false.
It's false!
We gotta stop sharing shit with our friends.
I know.
We know too much about
That
each
just
other.
means we have less secrets than Joe. 'Cause I know nothing about his part of life.
We ain't got
I
nothing to
know.
hide.
What's up with that, Joe?
Yeah.
Damn it. So now you guys have 2 points. We have 0.
Yay!
Tyson used to get loose all the time,
Liars.
and he's been to, there's a newspaper store he ran into. He ran through a Vietnamese cafe. He ran through a taco place. It's like a fish taco place.
Cute boy.
He ran all over the place, like before.
He loved to explore.
What was your card?
But he does know how to come home.
Yeah, what was your word?
McDonald's.
Oh, I thought it was dog.
No, so this one's actually kind of hard because it's hard to include a proper noun without it sticking out. Like if I were to say if I had to say sauerkraut,
Yeah.
and I don't usually use that word, then it'd be pretty hard.
Yeah.
So I have to come up with like a story where McDonald's would probably come up. So that was kind of like my strategy.
Yeah.
Mm, that was kind of
But
convincing.
you don't have to worry about the word. If they guess the word, it's in there. It's okay.
No, but I have to include it without it pop. Like if his word was like shredding machine, and I never hear Joe ever talk about it, and he says, "So I bought this shredding machine," I would be like, "Wait a second!" Like I would immediately go, you know what I mean?
I think so. Okay.
God damn it.
Now it's your guys' turn. Ready? Julia?
You got this, girl.
You got this.
You
Alright,
got it.
I'm gonna
you
tell
got
the
it,
story
man.
in 1, 2, 3. So as you guys know that in college, I actually worked at a restaurant, a Brazilian barbecue place to be more specific. And at that time, I just wanted to earn just a little pocket money and also some money to give to my parents. And so I decided to go and get a job out there. I sent in my resume, they called me back, they wanted me there, and I started off working there as a server. And then from there as a server, I got training and I learned how to be a bartender. And then, you know, after like making a few drinks, one of my specialties was making a caipirinha, which, you know, you just have a cup there and you put some sugar, actually not a cup, but you have like, I don't know what you called like the shakers, and then you like put like a few scoops of sugar in there, you have some limes in there, you like crush it, and then you put like some spirits, like their own like, it's called a LeBlanc, so it's like a sugarcane based type of alcohol, and you just pour it in there and you just start shaking it, and then you just pour it into a cup that has ice, and then,
Sorry, I listened to your story. So now we have 2 minutes to interrogate her.
Tell me 2 other drinks you used to make and how do you make them?
another drink was called, I think it was called a madras. It's been so long since I've worked out one, but I remember them having a version sangria that they had as a specialty, but I know that there's different flavors of caipirinhas that that you can make.
How do you make sangria?
And well, the virgin sangria or like the alcoholic sangria?
Whichever one you make.
So the alcoholic sangria, you have different types of wines and you just mix them in there and you cut up some fruit and you just put it in there. You
Wait,
just
so when you were because you said you learned how to bartend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So did you ever have to bartend with someone else behind the bar?
No, it's usually by myself.
So when you couldn't find that shaker thing, what would you call it? Would you just tell people like, what's the shaker thing? You know that thing that you put the ice in and you're shaking it? So you would, when you couldn't find it, you'd just be like, where's that shaker thing, guys?
You just gotta improvise.
Very interesting.
Never heard that.
I remember when we first met, I asked you where you worked at and you told me about the Brazilian barbecue place, but you never said anything about being a bartender. You said we were talking about being a server.
Yeah, but I mean, servers need to know how to bartend.
But it's like, it's kind of like, you know, just like introducing this now.
Did you have a bartender's
Yeah.
license?
I did not have a bartender's license, but I did learn how to bartend though, because there are times, yeah.
Interesting. No place we could find if they ever find out that you don't have a license, right? And that place can get closed down. I think it's $10,000 fine.
How old were you?
It was in college, so I started when I was. Ooh.
Saved by the bell. Fuck. All right, so now we have 2 minutes.
I think it's false.
I already know it's false.
Okay, why do you think it's false?
I think it's false because she doesn't know enough about bartending to be a bartender. She doesn't know that it's what the shaker thing is called, and she had trouble naming some other drinks that she used to make.
What if it's like a true story, but she's making it sound false? Like she's leaving out a bunch of details because everything else seems to fit in, and I mean, she told you.
I think she set it up as a true story, but as she was speaking, it sounded more and more shaky. To me, at least.
And then what do you know about her?
I know
Her past.
that one, she was a server, but I don't think she was a bartender. I think she probably got some stories probably from Tommy, if anything. And Tommy probably like.
He doesn't know how to bartend.
I wasn't. Oh.
He says he was a bartender, but he doesn't know how to bartend. And going to that story, because I know we were playing Heads Up one time, and a drink came up, and Tommy couldn't get it, and you were like, I even know this, and I've never bartended. So I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Watch out.
Yeah, you're like, I even know this, Tommy, and I don't even do that. I'm like, oh, so now you were a bartender all of a sudden.
Just happened to like, you know, appear out of nowhere, just like a rabbit out of a hat. Yeah.
So what do you guys vote then?
I don't know, but look at her face. She's sticking to it, so now I'm double guessing myself.
We
I know.
just have to stick to it.
I know
Fuck.
she's lying, so I think
We're
she's
already
lying.
down
I'm
2
pretty sure.
points.
I know. Well, we might as well be down a million.
2-0.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
She's lying.
It just feels.
All right, blink once if you're lying.
It just feels fake.
I know it feels fake because then when she lies, her saliva gets really sticky and she has a hard time swallowing. I've
Oh,
played enough.
you hear that? I heard it.
I heard that. I heard
It was like pulling Velcro.
Yeah.
Her lips separate like Velcro.
All right, so what's the verdict, guys? True? False?
All right.
False.
False. I'll go with my team. False.
It is false. It was so hard.
I
It was Brazilian barbecue restaurant.
Yeah.
But I did learn how to bartend. It's just that I didn't bartend often.
Did you really work out a Brazilian barbecue?
I did.
Oh, how convenient.
I did.
So what did you lie about?
Yeah.
The bartending part?
Like being like a bartender and the best drink I can make.
That was
Being
the worst.
the best drink that I
I
can
think
make.
you got
was
caught
California.
when Bart asked you to, how do you make
Yeah.
2 other drinks?
Because I don't remember the names of the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the shaker thing, I'm like, if you bartended, just being there, you'll hear it over and over again, you know?
And I bullshit about the fine. You just like kind of like, you know, froze up when I was talking about that, and I was like, oh, okay.
Ooh,
The
Josh
which one?
got you.
The
Which
fine.
The fine.
Finding the restaurant.
Finding
the restaurant.
Oh, I don't even think she heard
being
you.
Oh,
She
okay.
heard you.
But without
Oh, being
license.
fined. Oh,
yeah.
for the license.
That's exactly what he said.
Sorry.
Fine.
Fine.
No, because I was thinking of something else. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I knew it was a lie well, as soon as you said you bartended, I knew it was a lie because of that whole Tommy incident where
Yeah.
he said he was a bartender and did not know, like, a mimosa or something. It was like
Mimosa,
Yeah, mimosa.
Sangria. Yeah, it was like
You didn't know like 20 of them.
it was like the most standard drink. Like, even if you don't drink, you know how to make this stuff.
mojito.
Yeah. It was something really,
Yeah.
really basic. And then you were like, come on, I don't even do this stuff in it.
That's
And I'm like,
true.
oh, interesting.
That's true.
Julia, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, we know each other too
Yeah.
much.
I couldn't think of anything else that would be a lie because I'm so into my true stories. I don't know. I'm done though.
You did a good job, though. It was convincing.
That's
I
good
think
that you're-
you during your questioning is when they found out.
That's true.
I don't know if it was 100% during your story.
As
Yeah.
soon as when she said bartender though, I already knew during the questioning that's what I'm gonna focus on because I'm like, bartending?
Oh.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God,
Bartending stood out.
Because that's like,
Sure.
it's usually a very specific type of personality to even want to bartend, and if you do bartend, those fools, like, they know almost everything about drinks because, like, alcohol and cocktails are their passion.
What
At
if
least
she
everyone
said,
had
I
that.
learned how to make a few alcoholic drinks?
That would have been better.
That would have been
Yeah.
Because a bartending is like being a sushi chef.
Yeah.
It's like
And
a
it-
specific skilled role.
I guess
Yeah.
that's true, but
Yeah.
then that would still be a truth though. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
false anymore because then I
Oh, then
only
you should have
did know
said,
a
I
few.
learned how to cook Brazilian barbecue. Because
Oh,
that's something new.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And then
Winning
no
a
one knows.
pastry, or like a pastry.
Yeah.
I like how we're teaching her how
I
to.
know.
I'll teach you how to lie.
I can't lie.
But also, I love Brazilian barbecue.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, what's the cheese bread called? What's that specific
Oh, you'd have
meat?
fucked
Yeah.
What's the
Ooh.
specific cut of beef that they always
Yeah,
serve?
They got picanha.
Or you could have talked about how
Oh,
you.
she didn't need the picanha.
They got tri-tip.
You could have talked about something they don't know anything about, and you could have talked about how you found love at a Brazilian barbecue restaurant.
Oh,
Out the lie. One
Damn it. Well,
But I also only know she's only been in love like once or twice.
Yeah.
So I'm
True.
like,
Well, actually,
You don't know when, though.
But you know what though? It's true though, because I did date a guy from the restaurant.
Too late now, though.
So that's already a point. So I can't even make that a lie. All right.
All right.
Are you ready, Gio?
No.
I gotta teach you how to lie.
I know.
Well, buy me some time because I'm not ready either.
3, 2, 1. All right. So when I was 4, my mom was working, so I had to get dropped off at a babysitter. And my dad would drop me off every day, Monday through Friday, at this babysitter's house. And I love the babysitter. Like, I had nothing but fond memories of that place. This is nerve-wracking. And I remember for my birthday, it was one of those. Thank you. It was one of those. It was on a weekday. Landed on a weekday. So I had one of my first birthday parties. It was a surprise birthday party. So all the kids that were at this daycare center, they also got to celebrate with me. So when I showed up, it was really dope because they had a bunch of like, it was like a pizza party. And when I had my first taste of pizza or whatever, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is actually fucking nasty. and that's when I was just like what the fuck? Like what happened to the rice and the beans? Because that's like what I grew up on. So, that's it.
Did you say your word?
Yeah.
How old did you say you were turning?
Well, I was 4, so I guess I was turning 5. Or maybe I was 3. But it was around that age. It was before I went to school.
Because I remember you saying that you used to go to your mom's school all the time because she worked at a school, so you never would go to babysitter.
No, I went to babysitter.
And this is a story about how you first experienced pizza?
Yeah.
Your first experience with pizza.
Turning 5.
Yeah, this was before I was in school. So maybe I was 3 going to 4. but I
Her
wasn't
memory's
in
also
school yet.
really bad. So how the fuck are you gonna remember? I don't remember shit when I'm 4 years old. Do you remember
Well, I
shit?
just remember I wasn't in school yet.
Oh,
Do you remember what you were wearing?
that's a specific ass
No.
story for a 4-year-old.
Yeah, I don't.
Remember what shoes you had?
Do you remember what flavor pizza you had?
Pepperoni.
Did you have cake? Because it was your birthday
I
party,
love
right?
pepperoni pizza. How can you
Maybe,
hate that?
probably.
Did you do the traditional face plant in the cake?
No.
Who was your babysitter?
Huh?
Who
No?
was your babysitter?
Who was my baby?
Yeah.
Like her name?
Yeah, was it like who was it?
What was your
Like
name?
a
She
family
wasn't
friend?
your
Your
relation.
relation.
I don't know how my mom found her. But yeah, I don't remember. Like she's not a family. I've never seen
How
her.
far away did she live from your house?
I don't know. I was 3 or 4.
When was the
I
last
don't
time you saw
remember
her?
the distance. Fuck. Maybe 3 or I don't know.
Did she have kids of her own?
I don't know. I have no idea.
How long did she take
Who
care
the
of you?
fuck is this mystery ass bitch?
Yeah, how long did she take care of you for?
I think maybe like a couple,
gave
maybe
you
a
pizza.
year or 2.
I don't know.
I got a question. Shit.
And what were your older siblings?
Maybe in school. Because they're 10 years older than me. So probably high school.
How'd you end up liking pizza?
Yeah,
I'm curious now.
I know, me too. I'm just like, wait, what?
You want me to answer that? I'll answer.
Answer it.
How did I like pizza? I liked pizza in 2nd grade because of the book club. There, time.
I don't know enough about Gio's
Same here.
very, very early years for me to make a judgment on that. But the way she was telling the story was really fast. It seemed like she knew the facts, but she was trying to slow it down. But then again, some parts of it just sounded like bullshit.
Yeah, like how is she saying that she was used to the rice and beans, but they didn't do a traditional cake smash? That's not true Mexican right there. That part right there, I'm like, that's bullshit.
And why was she at the birthday party by herself?
Yeah, she didn't mention her family at all.
And you heard from her specifically that she didn't get babysitted, right?
I remember her saying that growing up, she would never stay home alone. She would always be helping like her mom at school, and like after school, that's where she would be at school.
I didn't even know that she had a babysitter.
Maybe the story is false.
I think it's like a lie.
Ah.
I
I think she's holding it together.
I think,
No,
I don't know. This
I don't
just,
know.
it just, what the fuck? There's so many mystery, man.
I mean, if
My
you.
gut tells me it's a true story though.
Your guts?
Why?
I don't know. It's just the way she's. I don't know.
Because she told the story as if she was trying to lie.
Yeah.
But then she knew the facts, but she was trying to break up her speech patterns. But at the same time, it just sounds like a fucking crazy story.
And then for her to hate pizza the first time she tried it, I mean,
That's so bullshit, man.
it just sounds fake.
Where's the
And
frijoles?
it's too specific to be a lie too.
It's too specific.
That's how she's throwing us
No,
off.
but she had
though.
time to think about it.
Yeah. Well, if you said that she would always help out her
Time.
mom and she wasn't.
All right, I think her keyword is pizza, and I think it's made up. But what do you guys think? Your gut feeling is true.
I don't know, my gut feeling tells me it's a true story, but my brain wants to tell me it.
Well, I'll go with you because some girls have that emotional connection.
Oh, let's see if it's true.
It's okay, we're still ahead.
That's true.
So you're gonna say true?
I'll say
I
it's
don't
a true
care.
story.
It's a truth?
I hate you! I don't want to play with you!
It's true.
Oh! No!
always said that I grew up without my mom, so that's why I always say that when I have kids, I'm never gonna do that because I always spent it at a babysitter.
What?
I've always said that.
So you heard
I've always
different?
said that.
I guess
You heard the opposite, I guess.
Yeah,
like
so-
when you were in high school.
Yeah, I
you would
always,
be-
yeah, so then as soon as I started going to school, because now I could stay in the school that my mom worked at, then I would stay with my mom, but up until before school, I always had a babysitter.
Oh.
That's why I said the time that my mom stayed home, it was really nice, and that's why I was like, oh, I love this, I wish I grew up with my mom like this.
And you really hated pizza?
Yeah, because at that time, all I ate was home-cooked meals, and my babysitter's name was Sketa, and she had, like, of course my family's
Okay,
not
but
gonna
it's
be
like
there.
get that. Are you trying to make it seem false?
Yeah, yeah. And of course my family's not gonna be there because it's during the day, so they're either at school or at work. So that's why I'm at a babysitter. So it's like the babysitter's like making the birthday party for the kids. Yeah, and then she didn't do that whole smashing thing because I mean she just I guess didn't want to be liable.
Oh, true.
I don't
Trust
know.
the heart.
That's true.
Ah, I want to play with
Yeah.
you. We should have her on our team.
Why? Because I almost had it.
As soon as she said my gut feeling, I'm like, fuck.
I
Where did
almost
mess
ruined
up?
it. But I was like, you know what? I gotta trust you.
Yeah,
Damn it.
my gut was
I was
right.
like, you know what?
It's gonna use the same bullshit when she tells her
Huh?
But yeah, I thought pizza
I was
tasted like
50-50.
cardboard. It was
Really?
disgusting.
How did you end up liking it because of the book club?
Like in second grade, you know how you read so many amount of books and then we take a field trip and then we all get pizza party? Yeah. And I think it was just such an enjoyable experience that we had pizza, like a Pizza Hut, and I was like, what is this? This is so bomb.
You
Like
forgot
I remember,
about it?
Yeah, because I remember when the first time I had it was tasted like shit, but I didn't want to be the kid because all my friends were eating it. I didn't want to be like, I don't want to eat it. So then I tried it with them and I'm like, oh fuck, this is amazing. And then
That's up
the
to
rest
you.
is history.
Aw.
Damn.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yup. Are your antennas ready?
I'm trying really hard, but her life is so interesting and crazy that I don't know everything.
We gotta go with your gut.
Sherlock Holmes
Alright.
this shit. Come on,
Okay,
let's
I'm
go.
gonna just listen.
Into
I'm
deep.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so as you guys know, I used to work at a hospital.
Yeah.
And at the hospital, I used to do, what my job was sterile processing technician. So I would come, all like the dirty instruments from surgery and like other departments like labor and delivery, they would come into my department. And there would be multiple jobs in my department, but this one day, what I was doing is called decon. And in decon is when all the dirty instruments come in and I kind of have to wash them. It's kind of like a glorified dishwasher pretty much. And so I'm rinsing the instruments, and then that's when the labor and delivery department comes in. And once a day they come in and they drop off all like the instruments that they use to deliver babies. And sometimes they bring in these white buckets that's where they contain the placentas. And before they come into our department, they need to go to this other room to dispose of the placentas. But that day, this lady, she forgot to dispose of the placenta. So when I open the white bucket, I see a placenta right there, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? And it's wrapped in a bag. So I pick up the bag, and the bag explodes, and so everything just falls everywhere, and there was blood splashing.
Oh,
Did you get to use your word?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say she ate it.
That was so good.
Yeah. Say it's true.
Which part of it was real?
That's a good one. You got the answer.
Tell me the detail. The detail. Deep.
So it fell and then blood got wet?
It splashed all over me.
What other department's instruments do you clean?
There's also ENT, which is like the eye department. Sometimes they do eye surgeries. We get sigmoidoscopes, like for, so there's these two different scopes. One of them goes down your throat and the other one goes up your butt.
So you clean,
we get
you
those.
clean instruments from all different departments.
And how long would you say this cleaning process takes?
It depends on like which department and what kind of instrument trays, because there's a lot of different trays.
So when the blood splashed, where did it splash?
So I'm wearing this PPD, so like there's a shield, and I have like this whole gown and gloves and shoe covers and everything. And when it splashed under my gown and under my shield.
What,
then what happened?
hold on. What instruments did you have to clean from the placenta place? And what department is that
Labor and
from?
delivery.
It's from labor and delivery?
Yeah.
And what instruments you have to clean? What do they look like?
Well, there's forceps, there's retractors, there's scissors, I can name them all, but there's like a whole tray, there's a shit ton of instruments in.
Earlier you said PPD. What do the letters PPD stand?
Personal protective, PPE, personal protective equipment.
So how'd you clean up the mess?
I had to call EVS, which is environmental, I forgot what it stands for. Pretty much they're the custodian cleaners. So whenever there's blood spilled, we have to call them and they come in and then they do their special.
How long did it take to clean?
That one, I guess like 10 minutes.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds really true, because I mean, we've had a lot of conversations where she's told me, like, you know, because she's cleaning it, she's sterilizing and cleaning this equipment, that it should be the other department's duties to clean any sort of tissue or residue or whatever they use it for. It shouldn't be that way. But she has received things like different body parts on it where she's seen it. I've never heard the placenta story though. Yeah, I've never heard that one, and I feel like that's something that, but then I also have really bad memory.
Wait, if you see all of those sorry.
No, go for it.
As you were saying, Julia?
I don't like, so a lot of
We're
it
on the
sounds,
same team, remember?
I know. Sorry, I just got really curious.
Go. We have
a
time.
lot of the things seem true, but also more than 50% of it has to be false to be false. So that's the part that I'm stuck on, because I don't know
Right.
if the placenta part is true or not, but everything else sounds true. So
It
to me,
does.
this story is 90-10.
Yeah.
90 true,
If it's
10
false.
false.
Yeah, because
if it's
everything I've
false.
heard is pretty accurate from what I remember in terms of our conversation. But I've never heard this placenta story. I mean, yeah,
And I also feel like the placenta story, it's actually illegal. I heard like when you have like an abortion or whatever, or if like, they can't just have the babies going around, right? Like they have to go to a specific department.
I have no idea.
I think like, I don't,
Baby?
like I think because babies go to the black market all the time.
Oh,
Like,
right,
delivered
so they
baby.
can't just do
So
that.
they can't just pass it, right? Pass
That's
it around
true,
like
yeah,
that.
they can't do that. Good call.
So I don't know if that's true.
So maybe
But
she
what-
messed up
but-
and did 90-10, and that's her fault.
I think she might have messed up and did 90-10, and that's
So
her
it's
fault.
false.
So if we call both things out, it's probably 2 points.
I think it
Something
should
like
be.
that.
I think
Maybe
it should
4
be 2
points?
points.
Maybe 4 times 4 or
Yeah.
times 3, so 6 points. There's
I
3
know,
people.
dude.
And
Just
then we've
all
been
adds
here
up.
3 years. That's like 18 points, maybe.
Good.
Fuck!
Well, 90% of it is
Because when
true.
you did say the placenta thing, she did this whole face.
I don't know. She could be acting too.
Remember how like she always says like she can't lie for shit? So
I don't know, she's been getting really good at mafia.
But if she can't lie for shit, maybe that is why she messed up and did 90% truth and just
No,
try to
see,
like
but she-
swap out the lie real quick.
because it seemed like she started like to correct herself at some points when we did like get really intensive like with like saying like, or, like what did these letters stand for?
I don't think she was correcting herself. I think she knew those things on the back of her hand. 'Cause she worked in that environment.
No, but then like when she did mess up.
Okay,
then
we
she
have to
went
call
back,
it.
okay.
Time.
I guess I call false on the placenta, but the rest of the story is true.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I feel like the whole thing is true.
You guys gotta agree.
Yeah,
though.
we gotta agree.
We do have to agree. You think the whole thing's true?
I think the whole thing is true.
So do you want to have the destiny of our team on your back? You're gonna carry that, and then if you're wrong, then all of YouTube hates you forever, including all the
Because the
comments.
fucking
Is that what
placenta
you
thing.
want?
I'm just gonna go with false.
But
I'm gonna go with false. You're going with true. You're
I'm
going
gonna go true.
Do you want to vote on it, or what do you want to do? Or we
Well,
have to
it's
make-
2-1.
2-1. So it has to be.
All right, we'll go with that.
Then if
True.
not, then you gotta tell us what fucking.
Watch.
possible
Josh
this
was
is.
actually right. Oh my
He might
god.
be.
Well, why do
I
you
don't
think it's
know.
true? Why
Because
do
the
you
whole
think it's
placenta
true?
thing is pretty crazy.
What do you think is true?
Just with Tiffany's life, she has some parts where you're like, it sounds like really fucking crazy, like having like guns aimed at her, but then it actually turns out to be like extremely true. And
Who
she
doesn't have guns aimed
No,
at
but
them?
then like her like saying like, oh, like she was in Mexico, she had like shit like pointed at her. It was like very fucking dangerous. So I'm like, this sounds like fucking true. So
All right,
that's why I'm gonna say
our
it's true.
2 times is up. Our 2 minutes is up.
Just make the call then.
Josh, make the call.
True.
True?
Yeah.
False. My word was hospital.
The word was hospital.
So what part of the? There you go, Josh. What part of the story was false?
Well, that's why I was trying to tell my story fast, because the majority of the false was in later that I didn't get to say. But anyway, it was true that obviously I worked at a hospital and I would clean dirty instruments and everything, and we would get those buckets, but there was this one time when we did get a placenta, but it didn't erupt and didn't get on myself and it didn't splash everywhere. But by the time, so we did used to get placentas in our department, but by the time I started working there, they stopped that whole
Is that a new
policy.
procedure or something?
Yeah, but I did get to see one placenta before I stopped, before that new procedure started. So
So it
yeah.
was 90-10. So 90 of it is true, and then so we get a point. We get a point.
No,
You know,
no, because then I was saying that, like, you know, it was splashed on me, and then where the story was gonna go on from there, because I did actually have blood splattered on me before, but it wasn't because.
I guess what she's saying is recorded, story recorded.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
90-10.
Because that's why it was
more than
so
50.
hard. Because I knew all of that shit, like the way you delivered everything was true, and then it was just that ending part that I'm like, what? Like
That's
I know
why
you
in the
get weird
question
shit.
parts, because you asked like, and then what happened after the blood splattered? So I was gonna elaborate more there, but then other people asked questions. I'm like, I didn't get to elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah. So
The thing, even though we lost 1 point, I'm actually really happy because this is the first time where it backfires in Josh's face. Where Josh, he's always 100%, like when we play Mafia or any other game, right? He's always 100% adamant about his decision
I'll fucking flip this table.
with no
and you
evidence.
guys got to see it
With
now.
no
He
evidence.
always does
And
this.
so I let Josh steer this boat because I'm like, all right, you know what? You're so adamant, 1,000% of the time with no evidence. Fuck it. Let's see what happens, and we lose the point.
And
And
now
it's
all
all
of you
because
two-
of Josh,
all you
with no
two
backup.
hate you.
And that's why we don't listen to him.
All right, well played.
So I feel like I still won.
Well played. Now,
I'm burning from the inside.
speaking of burning, go Josh, your turn.
Sorry,
Wait,
Josh,
wait,
I
wait.
deceived you.
I feel like we should record the games that we play at parties and barbecues that when Josh plays, because
And then
this
they get
is
really-
why it leads up to this.
And then you get
This
to-
feels better than being ahead on points, actually.
Oh,
All right, and
Wow,
then your
the original Bobby
masterpiece,
Lee.
the original Bobby
you can
Lee,
leave it, you can leave it.
circa
Just focus on
2012,
your-
is now
Like-
destroyed.
Okay, so as a kid, my mom most of the time she was working, and she'd do after school stuff because then she was a teacher. She would most of the time just like leave me unattended, and I'd just be at home just like playing games, or just like watching like stuff on Toonami. I'd be either A, going out to go play basketball, B, playing with like my neighbor's pet, which was named Choo Choo. Yeah, pretty funny name. And C, I'd be just like drawing most of the time. This one time though, it was my 7th birthday, and my mom came back and she brought back Burger King. From Burger King, I had a double cheeseburger, large fries, and what happened was my mom put in a cartridge, Super Smash Brothers, and from there,
time.
What was the story about?
So you have two.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
It went from like his mom working all the time and him being by himself to his mom bringing him
home
lunch.
Burger King and putting in a video game inside of
So then-
I'm gonna
Burger
switch
King.
teams, dude.
So what happened after?
No,
So
this
what
time.
happened after your mom put the game in? Then what happened?
no, I didn't know at the time, so then like, it was a Happy Meal, I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's a...
But you
It's
just
a
said it's a
Happy
Burger
Meal
King.
now.
Now it's a Happy Meal and it's a McDouble.
They have the same.
Well, I don't know. What is it? McDonald's or Burger
Mighty
King?
Kids
It was
and
Burger
Happy
King.
Meal.
But then,
Okay.
you know how Burger King has like, they had toy
It's
versions.
Josh. So we don't care about the specifics here. Why? So did your mom used to leave you home alone?
Yeah, because then she was a teacher, and most of the time she'd do like after school teaching. Because then.
So
my
how would
brother
you get
was
home? How would you get home?
A bus.
Oh, so you just take the bus home?
Yeah,
No one's home?
not like the Metro bus, but then like on the East Coast, we had buses that would pick us after we were done with school. It'd take us from
Like a
there
school
and drop
bus?
us. Huh? Yeah, school buses. So then it'd take us from there and they'd drop us off. Not like all of the people on the bus, but then not all the kids on the bus, but just like a specific.
Ah!
I think he's telling the truth because he tried so hard to give so many details. Actually,
When did you watch Toonami shows?
Right after school.
When after school?
5 o'clock. Cause guess what? I know this shit right here. Cause at around 4:30, that's when Sailor Moon would come on. Then 5 o'clock, that's when Dragon Ball Z. And after that, that's when Tenchi Muyo and usually Outlaw Star. Sometimes and Cowboy Bebop would appear around
now you're just
11
trying
o'clock
to kill
at
more
night.
Do you
time.
watch the Japanese TV station?
No,
That's
Toonami
Toonami.
basically had
Yeah.
like
Where was Toonami on?
Cartoon
What
Network.
channel?
Cartoon Network.
I didn't know. I was answering him.
I know this shit like the back of my thumb.
Well, how old were you?
7 or 8.
What grade?
I'd say 3rd or 4th grade.
How old is a 3rd grader?
What grade is Isaac in?
9. Like a 3rd grader is like 9. He's 8. He's in 2nd. Or he was.
You said 7 or 8.
He's 7 or 3rd. Yeah.
I said 3rd or 4th grade.
Well, I don't know. He might have forgot.
I
It's
don't-
hard.
I still don't understand the point of this.
I don't understand either.
I'm so
Okay, I'm
You
just
have to say
thinking
Burger King.
the story was about him getting a surprise birthday gift, but at the
Yeah.
same time, his mom left him at home all day.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Surprise birthday?
Like a gift.
Like she gave him a Super Smash Bros. Inside of his Burger King
His Happy Meal.
Happy
from
Meal.
Burger King.
Yeah, his McDouble from Burger King.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already so many holes in the story that it's like, I don't even know whether it can't be like.
I don't know. What?
Well, it was me, just like.
Just
so,
chill,
I'm-
just chill.
I
You
had,
already did
I had
your
an energy drink, and now I'm just.
Just let
I
them
don't
give them their
know. What do you
time.
think? What do you guys think? What are you thinking?
You
What
might
are
give
your
away.
thoughts?
I do believe that Josh has left home a lot by himself.
Me too. He's fucking
Yeah.
weird. No, I'm just kidding. all of us were left
I
home.
would love
Yeah.
All of us. We were all latchkey kids. So that's normal. There's nothing. Yeah, and then like
He was listening that he plays with his dog, his
neighbor's dog, choo
Yeah.
choo train. I mean, that sounds like a normal ass story. Like I used to do the same shit. I would hop over the fence and play with my neighbor's dog.
I might
What does
say
your gut
it's
say?
true.
I feel like my gut's saying it's true. too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he didn't really stutter.
Yeah, but he's talking about some stupid ass shit.
That's true.
Just
I
kidding.
feel like
I don't
that's
know.
what makes it true because it
That's
doesn't
what makes
make
it true?
sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, alright. If you've ever been in the room with Josh when he's recording anything and he has to explain a story, he tells it exactly like that. Exactly, every
That's why I
time.
feel like it's true.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, because his real stories sound like he's lying.
I think it's true. I think it's true. I'm gonna go with true.
And then if it's not
And
true,
he giggles like a motherfucker too when he's lying.
Yeah.
Or he has a big ass smile.
Or he'll take long pauses.
Shit.
I mean, think about it. What part of that story would be false?
Everything?
Really?
We gotta make a decision right now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if it's a 90-10 story, then he fucked up.
He did say Happy Meal.
Yeah, you did.
He fucked up.
I just go. I think it's true.
It's
He doesn't
true?
want to give
Yeah,
you
I'll say it's true.
I think he's a lying sack of shit. I just want to fucking look at his face. He's fucking lying.
We'll go with your answer.
Or you make the call, Joe.
Yeah, we'll
we
go with your
both
answer.
think it's true, but you feel
If
like
you think
it's
that he's a lying,
Nah, everyone's gonna be like, you're so mean to him, Joe.
You gotta make a decision.
Oh, we gotta make one.
Look at him hiding. Look at that. There's a reason
There's
why
a,
he's hiding.
there's a team, because I told him to.
I've never seen a game show contestant like hide behind a podium in the middle of filming.
Make the call, Joe.
What the fuck
You
is
think
this?
it's true?
It's like imagine we're playing poker and one of the
Really?
poker players
You guys already ran out of time.
All right.
under the table.
You guys are-
Go ahead. They
2 minutes over.
think it's true.
We're gonna go with true.
yeah.
I don't know. That's not
I
true.
told you he's a lying sack of shit.
What is?
False and it's video games.
What
Damn.
part of that story was false?
The Burger King
Oh, yeah,
Happy
well,
Meal, that's so weird. You're like, I got something from Burger King, and I was like, oh, what sandwich was it? I'm like, I was on your team, and I was already like,
See,
Yeah.
he's a lying sack of shit.
Wait, no, but I want to hear from you.
Well,
Like,
what is the false stuff?
Yeah.
Elaborate on the truth. Elaborate on the false.
Alright, the truth was, yes, there is a bus that, like after school, it does.
Okay, skip the
was
truth.
part of your
Let's go to the
story.
false. What was the false part?
I'm
Playing with my
fucker.
neighbor's dog named Choo Choo. Whatchamacallit?
Your neighbor's dog named Choo Choo was false.
Was
Yeah,
false. Yeah.
that was false.
Okay.
Also, on top of that, the whole birthday gift thing. That was false. Yeah.
so you never got a birthday gift.
No, I mean,
You
I
never got a-
I never got like
A Happy Meal from Burger King.
I never got a Happy Meal from Burger King, and I never got a Nintendo 64 inside. Like my Happy Meal is just like, yeah.
I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I know you were.
Oh.
And also, does Smash Brothers come in a cartridge or gaming system?
Yeah,
Oh, does?
cartridge.
N64, right?
Yeah.
remember
So
that.
then I was like, maybe
Yeah.
Julia would pick up on that. So then she pretty much clarified.
I knew it. everyone just says that I'm always mean to Josh, so I would say he's a nice guy. But he's a lying sack of shit. You saw it here on Just Kidding Party.
Woo-hoo-hoo! We get a point. We get a point. Alright.
But if you look at the scoreboard,
Alright.
I think we won.
Look at the scoreboard.
That's why it didn't matter.
It should have been 3 to. Okay, so you guys have 4. We have 2. And it should have been we get an additional point for the 90-10 story.
Yeah.
Not really, because both of them was a 90-10 story too.
Which both of them?
There's 2. Because you said that Tyson would run away and run into a lot of businesses.
No, but my
different
majority was about McDonald's and the inside and all that, so it was like more than 50 was about.
And then this guy, how did he have 90 true?
Because it was only the dog's name was false and then the surprise thing was false.
And the whole food thing was false.
But also that did just seem like Josh.
Alright, fine. We'll just leave it then. Fine.
I
Good
got a
point.
famous star.
Alright, so true liars lived up to their name, and you guys are true fucking shady people. The true liars at 4 points, and the napkin under the table so that the nuts tip
The nuts.
so it's napkin under the table so it doesn't tip over. We got 2 points, but you felt like it was still a victory because the world got to see Josh.
His conviction and how wrong it is all the time.
all
Yup.
the time.
And I was nice to him, but I lost a point.
So now you know you can't be nice to Josh. Just kidding, we're always nice to Josh. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Cruise down to the description box below. Check out all the other JK content that we put out for you guys on a daily. Until next time, adios.
Motherfuck the bullshits.
Adios, muchachos.
This feels better than being ahead on points actually.
Oh!